All right, hello and welcome everyone. We are very excited for CSS to get started, and we wanted to talk to you a little bit today about what we have upcoming in our working group, Data Visualization and Open Source Technology. So if you're unfamiliar with this work stream, it is led by Hanming Tu of Frontage Lab and myself, Mike Stackhouse of Atorus Research. And DVOST aims to support, address, and answer pertinent questions around data visualization and open source technology within the pharmaceutical industry. In PHUSE, bringing these two things together, we saw that as a natural combination because of the powerful open source tools that we have available in the open source world. Tools like RShiny, versioning tools like Julia and R, and their use within the pharmaceutical landscape and clinical research with the interest that we have growing. So we have a number of different projects ongoing within our work stream, starting with Julia Initiative for High Performance Computing. This working group came together to explore how Julia can be used in clinical research and where its place fits, and also starting to build a community around Julia and to discuss how this can best be applied within our respective companies. And that's led by Chris Hurley and Hanming Tu. Another project that we have that has a white paper being released and an R package that is under development is R package validation framework led by Ellis Hughes. So we've had some great work coming out of that project. We have RShiny Interactive Forest Plot in collaboration with the American Statistical Association that has been building up a forest plot with interactive aspects built in JavaScript and have with bindings into RShiny. That's led by Bryant Chen, Dhananjay Chhatre, Melvin Munsaka. We additionally have best practices for interactive analyses for decision-making submissions. So how can we look at using tools like Shiny within the context of a regulatory submission and move into new technologies? And that's led by Sharon Wang and Zachary Scrivnik. We have the Test Data Factory project, led by Dante Di Tommaso, that's been looking at synthetic data. We've collaborated with a number of different groups looking at synthetic data, and the goal here is to look at how we can have robust data that we can use to test utilities and software that we develop within our respective companies or collaboratively across industry to have a robust set of data that we can publicly test on and reliably use without as many concerns regarding data privacy. We have clinical statistical reporting in a multilingual world led by myself and Michael Rimler. And this project is focused on addressing how do we work with multiple languages and within analytical environments in the context of regulatory submissions. And what are some of the questions that you get to after validation, such as when languages don't necessarily agree or have the same implementations of statistical procedures. So we have a white paper starting to be produced out of that project and some great work coming out of there as well. And finally, we have the R Environment System Qualification project that is brand new, just getting started up now, looking at a framework for documentation of an R Environment System Qualification and how we can automate that process and make it easier for companies to adapt and build their own environments for use of the R programming language. And with that, I'll hand it over to Hanming to talk about some progress over the last year.
Hi, everyone. I'm very excited to introduce you to the deliverables that we've done in the past few years. I highlight this in two categories. One's in the white paper format, another is in the RShiny application format. So the one white paper that's already published in the PHUSE website is open source technology in regulatory submissions. In this white paper, you will know what technology used, what the considerations when you want to use this open source technology in regulatory submission. The second one is R package validation white paper that's already passed working group review, and that's in the steering committee review now. So this white paper will introduce you to the R package that can be used to validate your open source R application or R package. The secondary category is the application that developed by different projects. The first one is the PHUSE Open Data Repository application. This one actually initially developed in the first PHUSE last year during the hackathon. And we right now publish that as our Shiny application in PHUSE R application platform. The second one is a TS dataset generator, allow you to quickly generate a simplified TS dataset. The third and the fourth applications are actually allow you to generate synthetic data sets that can be used for clinical and non-clinical. The last one is toxic summary application allow you to navigate and view toxic summary data in our shiny graphics. So we're very excited to show some of that during PHUSE CSS conference. So we have planned some sessions in that PHUSE CSS conference. The first one is our package validation workshop that allow you to actually see how does the validation tool used to validate our package, and then you can get some hands-on experience on that. The second is a junior initiative for high-performance computing breakout session. In this, we'll try to introduce you to junior language, and we'll try to get some hands-on experience for you if you want to install junior language on your computer and explore that. And then we have a third breakout sessions, open source collaboration and guidance. We want to discuss some of the things that very useful when you try to start your open source project in your company. Some of the company can share their experience, and then maybe we can collaborate, come up with some guidance for start an open source project in your company. We're very excited to have a few CSS coming up. Hope you will join us. Thank you.